This has got to be the best snack there is. Well, it's November 1st, All Saints Day, and I'm not a saint. Yesterday evening, Halloween, we had trunk or treat at the store. This is the third annual trunk or treat. We had about 140 kids show up. We had 4 locations total in the community. So another great event. You know, of course, this all started 3 years ago during the Rona, when they said, hey, kids can't go trick-or-treating. They might catch the Rona and die. And I said, oh no, you can't tell me what to do. Kids are going trick-or-treating. So yeah, that started 3 years ago. And so yeah, this was the third annual. An update on the accident in front of the store last week. Thankfully and surprisingly, nobody took a ride in the ambulance to the hospital. The person in the pickup truck, apparently, after everything was said and done, he came into the store and bought what he had originally come down to the store for. The two in the Jeep, one of them had a minor, I think, a scratch on the knee, and that was only from falling in the store when the dog kind of tripped her up with the leash. So yeah, that surprisingly, none of them went to the hospital. So thank God for that. We had rain last night, about a little less than 0.2 of an inch. Today, it's been about 70 degrees and humid, so those beans just did not dry off. We didn't have a lot of wind blowing today, so I just couldn't cut any soybeans today. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be a mostly cloudy day, so I don't know. I had about 12 bags of wheat that was still left, so we planted another field of wheat, about 6 acres today, and then I put the bush hog on, and I had a small job to do for a neighbor, and then I just cleaned up here around the creek shore while I had the bush hog on. Got rid of all these cattails and made it look a little bit nicer here. So yeah, it's a beautiful evening. I really don't need this long sleeve shirt on. As I said, about 70 degrees. But yeah, those soybeans just did not dry out today. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Oh, well, that was great planning. Very little bit left in here. I had one field, about 6 acres, that I figured was going to work out about right for the amount of wheat I had left over. And yep, I won't have much to vacuum out of here. Just a beautiful evening. Wheat is looking good. Came up nicely. No green streaks in this field. That's because the spinners were working here. So yeah, just a beautiful fall evening. Well, I'm gonna spray some glyphosate on that wheat that we planted yesterday. Hey, the sun is shining. Very few clouds in the sky. We've got a light breeze, so hopefully we can cut soybeans this afternoon. I just don't know if we're gonna be able to cut this afternoon. You can hear the breeze going. I think you can with this camera, but the clouds have rolled in. We just aren't getting that full sunshine that we need. There's some humidity in the air. These beans just aren't quite dry enough. I don't know. I was hoping, what I'm going to do is throw some grease on the combine, kind of give it a little bit more time to see what happens. If these clouds clear up, if it'll dry out a little bit more. But I just checked some of the soybeans behind me, and they're right on the verge, so I think I'll throw some grease on it, and then we'll give it a try and see what it looks like. think I had an overdose death here. I believe this deer died from an overdose of soybeans because, you know, we do have an overdose problem in this country. So that's my guess, is death from overdose of soybeans. But hey, this was a good sized deer. I'm counting 10 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that was a heck of a size. I've got dust, but that sun just is not giving us 110% today. But they seem to be doing all right. I had to speed up this cylinder and close down the concave a little bit. But this monitor here has settled down. When I first started, it wanted to peg over all the way to the right, so that's why I made a few adjustments. So all seems to be good now, but as you can see, that those clouds just want to hide that sun. As I am unloading these soybeans, I'm looking at tomorrow's weather forecast. Tonight, cloudy. Oops, hold on, let's go back. Tonight, cloudy, low temperature 57, dew point 52, but look at that humidity. 81% humidity. And then tomorrow, mostly cloudy, upper 60s. Northeast winds 5 to 10. The humidity is what's going to kill us. I was hoping to finish that farm tomorrow, but if it's going to be cloudy, humidity tonight, I don't know if I can get it done. We'll see. Okay, if this forecast holds true, the next, 7 days? Not until next Thursday is there a chance of rain. So if this holds true, I think I can finish cutting soybeans by next Monday or Tuesday, as long as everything else goes well. But as I said, don't make plans, because they will be broken. Well then, the sun is shining, the wind is blowing. So maybe we can cut some soybeans today. I've got the tank loaded. This was from yesterday evening. The truck was already loaded. So I think I'm going to go ahead and dump this on the truck and probably take it down to the farm and put it in the bin. It's still going to be another hour, I think, before these soybeans dry out. We had a heavy dew this morning, and it's the grass is still wet here. If I walk through it, you'll see a little bit of wetness on my boot, or maybe you won't. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll just dump this, because I think there's going to be more than a truckload left here in this field. So while I'm waiting for it to dry off, I'll just go ahead and run this down to the farm. Countdown to election day. Hey, make sure you get out and vote next Tuesday. Very important, especially this election. There are some crazy people we need to get out of office. So Tuesday, November 8th, get out and vote. Okay, I know you're wondering, what is Farmer MD having for snacks today? I'm not a person that eats lunch. Very rarely do I eat lunch. I usually will have a snack or two during the day, but a bowl of cereal for breakfast, and then maybe one snack during the day or two, and then dinner in the evening with an adult beverage. So today's snack, I have a choice here. I doubt that I'm going to eat it all. I'll definitely eat the Twix, and this is the right one. We don't want those lefty Twix. Club crackers, but I must say, for working people, this has got to be the best snack there is. This is Annie's sharp cheddar, and it comes in another flavor as well. And the reason I say it's the best snack for working people, the bag is easy to open, and you don't have to get your hands dirty. You can open one corner, half of the bag, and then you can just kind of pour it in your mouth. So if your hands are dirty, you never have to touch the product. You never have to worry about your fingers getting all that popcorn cheddar all over it. And it's a good snack. This popcorn is fresh. I really enjoy it. We started out selling Annie's caramels at the store. I think that's the product they're known for. And then, like every company, they have to expand into other things and new colors and whatever. So we started getting the popcorn, and I really do like the popcorn. As I said, this bag is easy to open, and you never have to touch the product. Just open a partial corner of the bag and pour it into your mouth, and it's good. So yeah. All right. I think it is dry enough now. It's about an hour later. I've got the soybeans dumped, so the truck is empty, ready to be filled. It's about 12:30. I think it's dried off enough. We're gonna give it a shot anyway. And no adult beverage, just water, plain water. We got dust. That's a good sign. Yeah. When you work around trees, there is constant maintenance around the fields to keep the field edges clean, to keep these trees cut back. So there's a tree that blew down at some point over the last couple of months. So I'm going to have to come in here and clean that up. There's some branches here. I've got to come in, put somebody in the front end loader, push them up high to cut those branches, because I cannot get under them with the combine. About, I don't know, I'd have to go back and look at the video. Maybe 4 years ago, I spent a lot of time on the edge of these fields up here on this farm, bush hogging and pushing trees back, and as you can see, I've got to come up and do some more of that. I've got some trees up there that are hanging down into the field. There are some farms I work where you can go to the wood line, to the edge of the woods, and you can actually see, when we used to moldboard plow, you can see the moldboard, the plow fur 5 feet back into the woods, and you walk a little further, you'll see another one 5 feet over into the woods, because if you don't stay on top of these trees just keep creeping and creeping. There's another branch there I need to cut. I can't get the combine under it. Well, this farm is complete. I'm going to blow the machine off and then take the truck down and empty it, and then I'll get another driver to bring me back up here so we can move the combine down the road and move the header cart in the header as well. Hey, the neighbors have dust flying as well. They're cutting soybeans. take some fuel up to the combine so it will be ready to go in the morning. 75 gallons should get me where I need to go. I haven't flown this in a while, so let's put it up in the air and look at the neighbors. Okay, two things here. I just went to Napa this morning and got some oil. I've got to change the oil in this truck. Unfortunately, I cannot get the OW40 through the hardware store in order to get it at a cheaper price. But so synthetic is fake, right? It's not all natural. So this is synthetic oil. But look up here, made from natural gas. So is it synthetic or is it natural? The world may never know. But the other thing, this is ridiculous here. Look at the price of this oil, $15.44. Now, I don't know what that price means. Nobody's ever going to pay that price, but $15.44. So for 6 quarts of oil, and that is not enough for this truck, $98.20. The last time I bought this oil, I believe it was $10.99, $12.99. I'll have to go back and look. I know it wasn't $15.44. This inflation is just unbelievable. So yeah, that's why it is important to vote better and to get out and vote on Tuesday, November 8th. $15.44 for something that's either synthetic or natural. We don't know. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but what do I know? I'm just a dumb farmer.